1. So inhale and 2. So as we come into standing mountain, just kind of check your posture, 10 points of awareness. Begin with the head, float the crown. Head floats over the shoulders. Shoulders float over the ribs. Sternum and the rib cage hollow down and in. We sink through the hips. Keep the sits bones behind you. The tailbone curls under, open the kidneys. Knees soften. Big toes press into the earth. Little toes. Outer heels, arches draw up, inner heels. Feel that engaging of the inner thighs. Roll the shoulders up to the ears. Roll them back and down. Turn the palms out. Press forward. You're holding back the water. And as you push forward with the hands, your kidneys are pushing back. So it's like stabilizing. Imagine you're at the ocean or standing in a river with the current coming at you. And so that lower body stabilizes, digging those roots down into the earth. And the upper body flows. And yields. Feel the breath moving in and out. We'll just take another minute or so, half a minute. And as you sink into those heels a little bit deeper, grasp the toes a little bit firmer. Feel the thighs flexing and pressing into that earth. Thereby releasing right through the small of the back, the lumbar area. The longer we have this stance, the more we're able to kind of push into those feet, the lighter and looser and less compression, more space is available in the spine. And as you let go of the hands, let the shake out at the wrists. Like you're shaking water off your hands. And then turn them down so you got a little puppy hands. And then flip them up. And then back to the thumbs. Shake the water off. Little puppy hands. Flip them to the back of the hands. And then back to shaking the water. And then just start to let that move up towards the elbows and the shoulders and into the legs, and just letting the bounce from the feet reverberate in the rest of the body. Shifting a little right and left. little bit of impact in the heels really starts to benefit the bones, the organs, our whole body systems, pretty much everything, including the brain. No head banging, no. And we're going to turn this into just dragging dragon's whiskers.
What's that?
Letting your hands slap on the sides of the hips. And then making a light fist. So you're tapping in front of the hip and in back of the hip, opposite hip. Starting to look behind you. Pushing from one foot to the other. Then take that tap up to the lower rib cage. Come up to the middle part of the rib cage. Hollow part of the chest, your back hand is tapping on the kidneys. And then over the shoulder, putting the top of the upper traps. And then I'll let everything unravel. And then we'll add in our healing sound. So we'll go 1, 2 on the third. Behind you and 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. So a clear dark blue or black, releasing that gray cloud. You want to take it a little bit lower, kind of like a lunge. And last one. Come back to center. Inhale as you come up. Exhale to set, bringing the feet back. That shoulder to hip to shoulder width apart. And sink. Standing on a boat. Turn the palms forward. Shoulder blades roll back. And then exhale as we round under. Tuck in the navel. Inhale. Exhale, sorry about that. So we in on the bell and out on the bell. So we'll begin in, 2, waist, arms, head. Feet, waist, arms. And out, tuck the tail, feel the back open. Inhale, feeling the front of the body open. Adding on. Phoenix ascend. In with the arms going up. And out with the arms coming down. In. Out. In. That rising forward and settling back. One more. Monkey leaps. So this won't time out very nicely, but so we'll just do about 18 altogether. In, 2, 3, set. In, 2, set. Clear out those lungs and that drop. So when you drop, make sure the chin kind of comes in, down and in a little bit, so that the back of the neck doesn't get crunched. In. Last one. And taking the hands behind your ribs. Now you can take your feet a little wider. Make sure that they stay remaining parallel. Exhale everything out. In, looking up as you go down. Out as you're drawing up. In and out. Pulling one vertebrae at a time. In, 2, sink, butt goes back. Out, rolling up. Side view in and out. In. Flexing, spiraling through those legs. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And inhale and set. So we're in this wider stance. Sink into it a little bit. And tailbone curls under. And we're using this very rhythmic music to keep us regulated in our breath. And then that's the purpose of it. That's why it was created for our practices. So we're gonna take the right hand behind you, left hand's gonna open, shift over to that left, rotate the waist and push out your right heel. Push off your left to rotate to the right, push back from the right to the left as you draw the arc. Inhale and exhale. Then careful not to let the head drop, just let your eyes follow. Keeping the head floating. Shift. And turn at the waist. Shift and rotate. Shift, turning back. Shift. Sternum looks to the right wall. Push off. Sternum looks over to the left wall. Last one. Changing sides. Open to the right wall. Okay. Now after this last one, we're going to put it together, so release that left arm, then switch. Up. Coming back through the center. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring the toes and heels back to toes. So hip width apart, hands at the hips, sink, and we'll circle around the first chakra. Sink to the second chakra, bring up across the navel. Sink to the third. To the fourth. To the fifth. To the sixth. To the seventh. And set. Turn out, shoulder width apart, and gather the clouds. Press elbows towards the navel, tuck under. Inhale, open, looking up. Exhale to set. Inhale, gather. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, looking back up again. Exhale, set. Inhale. Exhale. The hands behind, feet a little bit wider, back of the hands touch, sink shoulders. Inhale as you open, make a little fist, exhale to close. Open, exhale. Out. You're gonna have a little twist with this. And close. So in the next one, shift to your left and reach to the left to open the left. Then open the right to the center. Exhale as we come back into fetal position. Shift to the right. Right arm opens out, left arm brings us center. Exhale. Shift left. Center. Round. No rushing through. In, and out. 2, 3, 4. In, open, open, center. In, open back, open center, out. In, open back, open center, out. Last one. And set. Inhale. And exhale, clear. Heels, toes, heels. Inhale up the back. Over the head. And exhale down the front. Small circuit. Last one, inhale up the back. Over the crown, now bring it through your hips. Fold from the hips. Inhale up through the inside. Inhale through the hips up the back side. Over the top. Through the middle, down the bottom. Inhale up. Inhale up the back. Exhale down the front and set. So, very nice. That was the full golden chi ball with some little variations in there. And so next, let's go into a little bit of the stepping, side stepping, and the 180-degree turn. And then our Tai Chi walking forward and back. Practice that for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then we're going to bring in the our Tai Chi basics, our foundations for the Tai Chi upper body movements. So begin. I'm going to turn this down. I think it's not too bad. You don't really hear the tree cutting down. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't hit the house. All right. So in the middle of your room, because you're going to be going forward and back.
Just a second.
First, we want to just practice the bow stance. Okay. Standing in ba stance. Ba stance is when your heels are out, pigeon-toed, and we sink. So this is all compressing in. And so what we're doing is, so we're locking it in, locking the chi in, and then as we open, we release it. And so the knees being soft here is not going to change as we do our stepping practices. So this is sinking. We stay in the sink, but we rise, in air quotes, by releasing one side and opening. So I haven't, so if you can see my head, there's the two eyes over there right behind me. I don't go up and cover the eyes. I'm gonna sink and shift, and you're gonna see those two dots on either side of my head. So I'm not rising and falling and rising and falling. Okay, so we're here. We're gonna shift to your right, going to that side. And as soon as I do that, notice your whole body naturally wants to open. Now let's open it all the way down through the foot, okay? And then come back. Sink.
Just a second.
Okay, you're gonna mute.
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay. I had to get you back because
Okay.
my phone rings on my computer.
Okay, so sink, shift, open. So now I have that 45-degree foot position at the back corner. So I've gone from here to here. So I center shift to the right, left toe opens to the back left corner, and I'm going to shift the weight to that foot. Now you won't be able to see me because now you're going to be doing that 180 degree return to the back wall. So step around with your right foot. And then we're going to come back. So you shift now to your right side.
Oh,
Again, go back to the right side, which was your left wall. Now it's your right wall. And then turn open the left side, which is now going to bring us back to the screen. Lower the foot, so you shift your weight and step across back into that boss stance, pretty much where we started, okay? So it's gonna be, I'm just gonna mute you guys, okay? There we go. Does that make sense? Thumbs up or unmute and tell me what you, ask a question.
Can you just do it and let me watch it once
Of course, yep.
without us trying to actually do it? That'd be great.
All right, so here's our ba. So I'm going to shift to your left. So it's kind of like, you know, that sway walk back in the 70s, you know, the Cool Joe, that kind of thing. You know, he's walking like this, the arms are in front, and you lean back. So kind of like that, not so exaggerated, but sink. Now I'm shifting. So when I shift, my shoulder comes with, see how this hip stayed underneath me? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, going out the back door, 4, I've closed it. So now I'm going back to that left, hitchhiking, you don't really, you know, but you can kind of think of it like that. Release, shift, step. So do it back and forth a couple of times and then join in when you feel ready. So go to the right, release the left, shift to the left, step over with the right, shift back to the right, turn with the left, shift to the left, cross over. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each time you're doing 2 of the same size to bring you around in a circle, and then go to the other side to bring you around in the other circle. We'll do that a couple more times, beginning to the right side, release left, shift left, step right. Shift right, release left again. So we made a full circle and step. Now go the other way. So we're going to go to the left, turn out the right foot, shift to the right, step around. Again. Around with the right, step, and back to center. So basically, you're just making a full circle back to center. Now, we're gonna go 4 steps to the right, 4 steps to the left. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm on the on the right side of the screen, or your left side of the screen. Shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn. So I'm going to keep going to this side just because I have a lot of room now. So we do 4 complete stepping back and forth, step back and forth. Okay, so now I'm all the way on the other side of the room. So 1, turn, shift, step and close. 1, turn, shift, step and close. 1. So now I'm alternating to go in one direction. Okay, now I'm going to go the other direction. So I'm going to go to the left, turn out the right, shift to the right, step and close, shift back to the right, back left, step and close, shift, turn, shift, step and close, shift, turn, shift, step and close. Okay, so now I'm just walking from right side of the room to left side of the room. Okay, now from there, we're going to do a little side step. So I'm now over on the right side. I should do the arms first. Okay, so I'm adding the arms to this back and forth walk. Shift to the right. My arm is just going to follow the leg. Okay, so the left side opens together. Then the right side, right arm and right foot come in to close. So I'm now holding the ball. You'll see it on the other side. Okay, so as I shift to my left side, releasing the right, okay, arm and foot move at the same time. I'm going to drop that left arm and scoop to hold the ball. Then go back, release the left, shift to the left, scoop and step in with the right, then shift to the left again, open, shift to the right and scoop. Okay, going back the other way, shift to the left, open right foot, right arm, shift, step around and scoop, change arms, scoop, change arms. So crisscrossing the arms, crisscross the arms, crisscross the arms. So you can keep going as far, you know, if you have an outside space or big garage or something that you can go side to side with. Okay, so that's adding in the arms. Now we're going to keep facing each other. So this one we'll start over at the right side again. It's more of a side step, not more of a side step, it's a side step. So we step out. Let's start here. Step, shift, sweep. Okay, wait a second. Step, shift, in, step, shift. So we'll just do one side at a time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and step. Okay, so I'm going to do, I'm going back to the right. Let's use the left arm, left foot. Okay, so step. I'm going to do it one time through. You can watch. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, did I do that right? 1, 2, step in, 1, 2, step in, 1, 2, step in. Okay. It's harder to do it like just piecemeal with the separate, it's easier to learn. Then once you learn it, it's harder to do. Okay, so step, rotate, pull in. There we go. Step, rotate, in. Step, rotate. So think of your arms as being what brings the legs out. Circle, then it brings the leg in. Bring the right leg out. Bring the right leg in. Sort of. So go the other way. Bring the left leg out. Circle. Bring the right leg in. Circle. Step out. Shift. Bring it in. Step out. So I'm looking at the right wall. Step. Center. Step. Look to the right wall. Step. Bring in the right leg. Okay, so just kind of back and forth and back and forth. Okay. All right. Oh, nice job, Ann. That's good. Yeah. So starting to come back. It's all these little stepping practices that start to make a little more sense to be doing a lot of the prep work for it. So now the easiest thing, or maybe the hardest, I don't know, is going forward and back. Okay. So we'll start going forward. So go as far back from the camera as you can. And we'll start with the feet together, sink. So we have a little bit of space. Feet are about hip, center hip width apart. As we shift to the left, we turn the right foot out. Shift to the right foot, dot. So we've been doing this with our Tai Chi 13. So we're just going to have the hands relaxed by the side. You're going to see step, make the channel. Make sure that you have the space. It's not here. We're not cross stepping. It's out here. Then you roll through the foot as you bring yourself forward. Bring yourself back. Turn the foot 45 degrees. Bring yourself forward and dot. So in our stepping, in the form, this is how the form begins, the 24 form. Okay, so there's a little double step with it. C step, make the trench or the channel, roll through. So now my foot is more or less facing the screen. I'm going to go forward and I'm going to go back. Turn the foot out, come forward and dot. C step, forward, go back. Turn it out, going to the side, kind of 45 degrees, and dot. C step, forward, push from the back foot, push from the front foot, turn out the foot, dot. C step, forward, back, 45, and dot. C step, push forward, back, turn out the foot, little double step. C step, push forward, and I can't see my feet anymore, but you kind of get the situation. Remember, you want to keep the low stance. So there is a little bit of, there's flexing here. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. So I can adjust my camera so maybe you can see my whole. Okay. So let's start this side. So sink, turn out to the left, shift to the left foot, dot with the right. C step, and make the channel lower, forward, roll back, turn it out, forward, and dot. C step, forward, back, 45, and dot. C step, forward, back, 45, and dot. C step, forward, back, 45, and dot. C step, if you just turn around and go the other way if you need to, 40, and dot. Last one, C step, roll, back, 45, and dot. Good. So, we spent some time doing the bog while walking. And really that was in preparation for our Tai Chi walking. Because you're going to find that there's going to be a lot of similarities and those changes we're going to need coming in here. So now if we come to the screen, I'm going to go sideways so you can see the backwards walk. So I've done my front walk. Now I'm going to go back, but it's not going to be exactly the reverse. It's going to be back. So I'm stepping out like that diagonal step right away. And then before I bring my body back, I'm going to drop the heels and shift, then draw that foot in. Step, draw the heel in, slide the foot back. Step, draw the heel in as I shift, dot, step, draw the heel in, and dot. So back view. Step, draw the heel in to shift, and dot. So I'm angled, and I step, pull in. So now I'm at the diagonal or at the T, draw in. Can you see how I'm using all directions and draw in? Step, heel, draw in. Step, heel, draw in. So the heel, you pivot on that big toe to get that. Okay, we good? So I think we've hit pretty much all of the stepping requirements. For ladies, it's all a review, and for Mitchell, if you've had some practice with this, it might be a review also or something new. But basically, getting that idea of those steps much easier to do in a nice big gymnasium or something. Hopefully by the spring, we'll all be back together. Okay, so now let's take the arms, beginning with our first movement in Tai Chi. So let's clear. Inhale and exhale. Next, on to the next idea. Turn out the toes and turn out the heels. So about shoulder width apart. And let's sink. So the kidneys are floating back, the sits bones drop underneath. And the palms are just facing the thighs. Inhale as the arms float up. Exhale, sink back. Inhale to float up. Exhale to sink back. Inhale the wrists. Exhale, it floats. Inhale, wrists. Exhale to float. Inhale. Exhale. In. In. And out. So most of the forms that you see in Tai Chi will start more or less with that first movement. Now we'll take the toes out, heels out, do a little wider stance. Hold the ball. Shift. Okay, so now I'm on my left side. Flip. Shift, yes. So left side, left arm on top, right arm on the bottom. As you shift, the rotation is going to split the arms Then draw that left arm underneath you, hold the ball to the right. Shift to the left. Rotate to the left, the arms will naturally just split. Hold the ball on the left hand's on top. Shift, bump the shoulder. Rotate, split. Circle, rotate, hold the ball on the right. Shift to the left, bump the shoulder. Rotate, so the fingertips just glaze over your wrists as you split, kind of throw the frisbee. The idea, throw the frisbee, that action. Then rotate and hold the ball. Shift, bump the shoulder, split, throw the frisbee. Circle, hold the ball. Shift, bump, split, throw the frisbee, hold the ball. Shift, split, 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 hold the ball. Last one, shift, split, hold the ball. Good. Back to center. Inhale and exhale. Now let's put the two together. Okay, so we'll start on the right side. Shift to the left, turn the foot out, shift to the right, hold the ball. Okay, now I C-step and split. Now as I come back, I'm going to turn the foot, turn the right hand as I turn the left foot, step, hold the ball. Okay, so I've kind of rotated that waist so the ball is more on the left side. Then I C-step forward with the toe, so split out towards the screen. Then you come back and the arms will naturally rotate with your foot going out, scoop, hold the ball, look over your shoulders. Step, split, back, lift the foot at the same time, hold the ball, and dot. C-step, split, back, turn it out, hold the ball, dot. Okay. C-step, split, back, hold the ball, and dot. C-step, split, back, turn, hold the ball. Good. So, yeah, you got it? Did I get a thumbs up from Heidi? I think I did. Yeah, good, yeah. So we kind of remember this, right? So that's the first part of the 24. Second part, so you do 3.5 with splitting. Then we do brush knee. Okay, so let's get the upper body movement first. Bring the feet together, turn out the toes, turn out the heels, toes, heels, back, outside shoulder width apart. Okay, so let's wrap over to the left. Okay, that waist. Legs stay nice and strong. Bent knees, they're really secure from the hip down. Left hand hooks over the ear, right hand touches the elbow. And as you drop, you brush the knee, reach up, come in, drop, brush the knee, up, come in. So you naturally feel this little spiral and back and so it opens, wraps in, wraps out, goes down, wraps in, wraps out, and down. So feel the coil as you go through, wrap in, drop out, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So try not to swing the arms, okay? The hand that comes in front. You do want to put a little understanding of what that martial, that the martial part of this, because the form, the Tai Chi is a martial arts, just slowed down. But there is a strike there. Okay, so there is this idea that you want to kind of feel this strike happening. So it's down and in, down and in, down and in. Sorry, this one, the strike is straight out, right? The spit come in. It's a snake spitting kind of hand. The front hand goes out like a snake head and back in, and goes out like the snake head and back in. When we do it changes a little bit when we do the step back. Okay, so with the stepping, we'll start on the right side here. So you're hooked over with the right hand over the right ear, elbow touches, C-step, brush knee, come back, turn out, close, dot. C-step, brush knee, go back, turn to the on the right side and dot. C-step, brush knee with the left. Right arm spits forward, spits poison, snake spits poison. Say that 3 times fast. And C-step, brush knee, go back, turn out the foot, shift forward, close the form, C-step, and when we close the form, close the 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit more challenging. We'll try it again. This time we'll go to the left. So as we turn out the left foot, the arms come up. Shift the weight to the left and dot, sink. So back, tuck the tail. C-step. Spit the poison. Go back to the right, dot. C-step, brush the knee, come back, palms up, turn out the foot, close, dot. C-step, roll through the foot as you brush the knee, spit the poison, come back, turn out the foot, back to the elbow ear and dot. C-step, brush knee, go back, turn out, and dot. C, spit, go back, right side, dot. C-step, spit, back, and dot. Yeah? Getting it? Sort of? Okay, we'll work with that one. But it's easier to do it with the walking, right, than it is with just trying to figure it out in stationary posture. Side view for this last one. So we do 3.5 steps up with splitting, 4 steps up with the brush knee, then we go back. There is a little bit of a transition between all of these steps. So now we're stepping back. So remember we did the step, pull in, dot, step, pull that heel in, pivot on the big toe and dot. All we're doing with the arms will follow the legs. So Hold on. Step 2, dot, step 2, dot, step 2, dot, step 2. Anyway, come back to center. Here it is. Okay, palm is open, palm is up. You can see that. Sink, drop, turn, rise, hook. Sink, drop that right arm. Flip, rise up and hook. Sink, drop, 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 hook. Okay, out of time, but let me show you what it looks like, side view. Okay, here, okay, here we go. 1, 2, there it is. Step, pivot, back. Step, pivot, back. That's supposed to hit together. Boom. Step, pivot, sink, boom. Okay. Back to you. Step. Step, pivot, boom. So the leg that you're standing on is the hook. The leg that is empty is the arm that's in front. So this goes down, pivot, as this goes out. This goes down and out. Down. I can't do it again. Anyway, we'll get there. So it's a good start. We'll just keep kind of going through these little practices, and then Thursday we'll add in our 8 vessels. Get a little practice in the 8 vessels as well. All right, till then, 3 cool downs, inhale. Cool downs or pull downs, however you look at it. In and out. All right. Have a wonderful day and a great week. It's going to be a beauty out there.